But the problem with quitting is that the habit has caught you. Habit can only do this much. If you do it, you gain nothing. If you don't, you seem to lose something. Lie down. Now this is a very interesting thing. How can you lose something by not doing what doesn't yield anything? Nothing is lost, only not following old habits. Old patterns feels like an obstacle. I knew a very prominent lawyer.
Their habit was,
whenever he stood in court,
advocating. He was a great lawyer of international fame with offices in London, Beijing and Delhi. It was his habit to start twisting the button of his coat when he got stuck. Everyone has such habits. Some start scratching their heads, some do something else. The purpose of that habit is the same as pressing a button.
So whenever their thoughts got tangled or they couldn't find an answer, they would start twisting the coat button. Whether twisting it achieved anything isn't certain, because what will be gained by turning the coat button? And for someone whose mind is confused, does not understand, that something would make sense by turning the coat button. But the opponents noticed that whenever he got stuck, he would twist the button. There was a big case. It was a big strike case in the UV Council. It was a matter of millions. So the opposing lawyer colluded with the chauffeur, gave him some money and said, just do this. Break the top button of his coat. When he came to court holding his coat, that button was missing. At that time, he didn't even look, just put on the coat. When he started his argument and the moment came, his hand went to the coat button, just then, as if the mind stopped connecting.
no idea came to mind, felt dizzy, sat down. They lost the first case.
They used to tell me that the button never brought me anything, but I lost everything. A lot. It wasn't that turning the button gave me any insight, but not finding the button, I just didn't understand what to do. It was like a weapon slipped from my hand. I was relying on it, and at the moment I relied on it, it betrayed.
when what you call habits, whether bad or good, it makes no difference. If all habits become the master, then they are bad. If you remain the master, then no habit is bad. Slavery is bad, ownership is good.
Sanskars are being formed every moment, habits are being created. Do not lose your mastery. Habits are needed in a definite life. If there are no habits, then life will become very difficult. Habits make life easier. Whether you learn typing or how to drive a car, if a habit is not formed and you end up standing in the same place every day as you did on the first day, looking at the opportunity to type again or having to relearn how to drive, life would become very impossible. You learn to drive a car once. Once it becomes a habit, then the hands keep working automatically. Then you don't even need to pay attention. A proficient driver can hum a song, have a conversation, listen to the radio, and some drivers even manage to take a nap while the car keeps moving. In life, habit is necessary. Just ensure that the habit doesn't become the master. If you remain the master, nothing in the world is bad. If ownership is yours, everything in the world is good. If ownership is lost and you become a slave, that slavery, no matter how precious, is dangerous. Even if diamonds or jewels are set on glass or chains, do not consider them as adornments. That is dangerous. That is an expensive deal. There is nothing in this world worth earning by losing yourself. Preserve yourself. You can play as much as you want. When God Himself is playing, why are you worried? But God is the master. And when you also become the master of your habits and instincts, then you too become God in your own small world. Buddha called this awareness. Do everything but do it with awareness. Even when you take a step, take it consciously. Rising, sitting, lying down, consciously. Do not do anything unconsciously. If you cultivate awareness, habits will still form, and you will continue to use habits. But behind the habits, the stream of consciousness will also be flowing. The lamp of awareness will still be burning. It is also being formed. Its intensity is also increasing. Its light is becoming more profound. If only habits remain in life, then the soul is lost. You should be separate behind the habits and have such ownership within you that if you want to abandon any habit, you can do so at this very moment.
There's no need to rethink it again. I heard that when the first time travelers who reached the North Pole faced great trouble, they had food for 3 months which ran out, and for about 15 to 20 days they were fasting and hungry.